Hey guys, I'm Tempi and I'm joined again with the lovely Elthizar.
I feel like that's kind of bad being called lovely by someone who might be infinitely better than myself, but whatever. We'll go with it.
Well, your voice is lovely, therefore you're lovely. Logics I makes it. So, we're following your friend today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes! We're following 4 players 1, the red team's Dragon Slayer Vayne.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of his team consisting of Nottingham Ezreal, Shockblade Zed, Valkyrie Leona, and Lee Sin.
On the blue team, the opponents, we have Amumu, Waterloo Misfortune, Thrash, Ari, and Blood Fury Renekton. So the skin wars goes to the red team. They're rocking 4 skins, they're fabulous, they're being gorgeous. And other girly names that I can associate with it.
I'm trying to remember, is Amumu a Yordle? I think he is.
Yes, he is.
Right, there you go, so Yordle ratio 1-0 in favour of the blue team.
I'm sad. Amumu's been one of those champions that got recently nerfed. Well, recently being in a few months back. And it hasn't been the same again. Like, his range of his ultimate is slightly nerfed. And nobody's been playing him that much anymore. He's still a strong champion. He still does have the same duration of it, but just the slightly lesser circle of it impacted his gameplay and game style so much.
Yes, definitely. I'm just looking actually at the red team. It looks as though we're going to have the Ezreal running mid lane.
So it would seem, with Zed versus Renekton on top, if I'm not mistaken.
I feel like this is going to be the smarter thing. I mean, I've never seen an Ezreal run top, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
No. It could be AD or AP Ezreal. Usually there's an AP in mid, but I actually thought one of the Ezreals that my team friends were playing against was an AP Ezreal in mid. Turns out he was an AD Ezreal in mid. And my friend was raging at me because I didn't even check tab to see what his items were, and neither did he. So scumbags.
Communication error.
No, him being lazy ass error. Many items being bought.
Yep. Potions pretty much universal, with the exception of the Vayne, who started with the ever-trusted Doran's Blade.
To be honest, Doran's Blade has became a bit stronger again and made a comeback. Longsword and 2 potions is still good. I'm not gonna deny it. It really still is good. But I think that going back to pure Doran's Blade, even if you don't have the lifesteal quintessences, is the way to go.
30 seconds until minions.
Yes, indeed. As per my suspicions, Ezreal is indeed AP, starting with a grand total of 40 ability power points.
You are right. And just a standard, and surprised that no one's protecting the blue buff. Zed is there guarding the red in that tribush area. Although I do believe that better position would be in between, in the bush behind the Baron pit, so you can see both both openings. Trash warding. And strange that Amumu is starting with red. Probably a
Yes,
better
actually,
use.
yeah. He hasn't selected a point yet, but I'm going to assume it's going to be either Tantrum or Despair. Yes, Despair, there you go. Are we leeching it for him? No problems here around. Standard starts all around, I believe.
Yeah, Renekton was waiting a bit in the base. Not sure what he bought that he waited so much. Probably a potion.
Renekton has a Vision Ward as opposed to Zed's. Got a Zed who has a Sight Ward. So that's going to make ganks quite easy on the top lane because Renekton can clear out Zed's wards very easily.
Yep. Amumu going on his red. It's actually a strange start that Amumu started on red and Lee Sin on blue.
It could be very indicative of an early gank top lane, and it looks like he
Yeah.
almost looks as though he's heading top. He
No, it
seems
could
to be heading towards mid.
It will be either gank mid or invade in the jungle.
He's going in towards Ezreal, misses the bandage toss though, and is going to take a fair amount of poke, but nothing too serious. As Lee Sin comes around, in fact, he's going to get caught between Lee's going to get caught out.
Yeah. He walked
Bandage
right
toss
into the trap.
lands, as does the charm. That's a lot of damage going down. Ignite and first blood to Ari with the basic attack.
I think.
Not really much to say about that.
Yeah. Zed being pushed on top towards his turret.
If you're playing against a Renekton, it's pretty inevitable that you're going to get pushed to your tower.
Yeah, but Zed is dishing quite a bit of damage. Not tons of damage
Bottom
yet.
lane, Ben's taking a lot of damage, barrier burn and flash. Leona is just going to have to wander out herself as well. So that means that Leona still has her flash, and Thresh still has both his summoners, flash and exhaust.
But the AD carries don't have anything.
Mm.
That hook. That minion didn't know what hooked him. Oh, man. Ooh, nice.
Infinite
Xanium
width
blade.
there.
Shield. Definitely good on either side.
Lee Sin heading around to top. He's going to walk straight through Renekton's vision ward, and Renekton should be able to escape. Q lands, but no, not going to deal enough damage to pick up a kill. Ezreal forced back to base by Ari. He doesn't have that much sustain early on, whereas Ari does from her Essence Theft passive.
Yep, nice Xanium blade catching Misfortune. Vayne picking up the
Maybe
kill.
we've not got much to be able to do right there.
Yeah. Just a easy standard game so far, nothing big happening. Just a bit of action here and there. Small skirmishes. Vayne will definitely gain a bit more advantage now with farm. And
Ezreal gets hit by the charm, but he's not in range to land anything else. Zed put quite low by Renekton, and he's out of health potions. He still has his ward, but having seen the vision go down, he is in no real state to bother putting down his vision or his side ward.
we've seen coming up for a gank in the middle, gets hit by charm, and they walk away. Safeguards to Ezreal and walks away back to his jungle. Nice dodge from Ezreal.
Lee Sin heading up top to cover the lane recently vacated by Zed due to his lack of health. He returns with a Vampire Acceptor and some more health potions. MF back in lane with the Doran's Blade and some more pots, whereas Vayne is returning with Vamp Scepter and boots.
Vayne is currently leading definitely in the items. When it comes to all of this, Renekton bought another ward, but this time not a vision ward.
You're also getting a Chain Vest.
Yes. Probably cape, Sunfire cape.
Yes, it seems to be a very standard item for early game of a Renekton.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see. Leona and Thresh exchanging a bit of damage. Pink wards dropped in the red side laning bush. And that was from Leona, just to clear the enemy vision. Renekton charging in on Zed. Zed skillfully dodging it. Dealing a bit of damage here and there. They're evenly matched on top, I would say.
Ari coming around behind bottom lane actually. Don't think she can actually do anything though, due to the Dark Passage already being expended by Thresh to gain some souls.
Best way to use Dark Passage is definitely if you have a charging Hecarim or a charging
Yes.
Volibear. Because that thing is scary.
Or a powerballing Rammus, even if
Oh dear
if
god.
you can count it.
Yeah.
Thresh gets knocked into the wall by the Condemn, a lot of damage going down, but he's going to escape with his life.
Nice dark passage, gaining him that
Oh, that's a
shield.
lot of people coming around behind actually.
Are
Vayne
you
manages
using-
to dodge because of the sad mummy, but he's not going to be able to escape the damage of Ari
Nice
as the
chunk.
Spirit Rush picks up a kill. Leona also falls. Ezreal comes across as well though. The Essence Flux
Making it a
picking
double
up
kill.
a lot. Oh my word, there's a lot of damage coming out of that Ezreal.
Yeah, he's gonna make it a
I
triple.
haven't. I don't see. You don't see an AP Ezreal that often, so it's
No, it's a treat.
quite easy to forget how much damage it does.
Yes. Like this, it's an unofficial triple kill on bottom. It's
Still
really
3
the
kills
end
picked up, however, by the blue team in that situation.
Yeah.
They, Leona, and Lee Sin all going down. Looks like Amumu's going to try blue steel. However, I'm not sure if that's the smartest idea, as the red team's bot lane combo are heading down. They don't seem to be in any condition to bother trying. Nope,
Yeah.
Amumu just wants out there with a stolen blue buff.
Oh, this just opens a whole new can of worms for the opposition jungler. This gives him an invite. Nice stun coming from Renekton. Stunning Zed on top. I do apologize if a bit of my Croatian accent comes out when I'm saying Renekton's name. For some reason, my brain does not function today. Nice Zenith Blade catching Misfortune. Dark Passage goes off. Zed in trouble on top gets ignited and will get picked up by Renekton's Dominus.
He had ignite ticking as well, so the death mark wouldn't have saved him regardless. Amumu moving across to hand a blue buff to Ari, going through the wolf camp first.
We've seen heading top to pick up some extra minions and experience. Or just jumping over the walls towards golems. Nice hook landing on Leona. He jumps in, uses the box, bottom trash. Nice.
Stun lands on Misfortune. All the focus of the red team seems to be going on to Thresh though, and I don't think that's where it needs to be going. Oh,
Nice
and that's a
double
very
up.
nice use of double up to bounce that. Bounces past the Vayne onto Leona, picking up that kill.
Well, double up is strongest on its second bounce, not the first. So if you can do that, you can deal more damage, especially with that W from Misfortune. The impure
As ult
shots.
heading bot lane, but just goes through minions. I believe that was probably intended to pick up Thresh.
Yeah. Well, at the same time, it's cool that they're focusing trash, but also Renekton is on top, in trouble on top. He gets chased by Lee Sin and Zed. Middle, they're trying
It's getting to the point where Renekton's just getting close to the Sunfire Cape and just really hard to kill. Ezreal, someone who's not particularly hard to kill, however, Ari, as Ezreal, picks up another kill, currently on a rampage.
He's still lagging slightly in CS, but that will change very soon. He also has needlessly large rod, so more damage right off the bat, or just pure damage right off the bat. No defensive items, while Ari is struggling a bit. She has a decent score, but compared to Ezreal's needlessly large rod, she is lagging behind.
Ezreal
Nice double up.
warding the top area of his lane and seems to be heading towards top. There is no ward present currently for Renekton, so might be able to pick something up here. Stun lands on Zed, taking a lot of damage, but no, Renekton is completely oblivious to this. Zed taking a lot of damage as Ezreal
Nice
comes across. The
flash.
True Shot Barrage misses. Ezreal actually having to face check that. Still a lot of damage being taken, but
Here comes
once
the
again
move.
Renekton just wanders out alive. Ezreal taking a lot of damage. Oh, he actually picks up the kill using the Arcane Shift, being AP of course. That deals a lot of extra damage. Amumu does get the shutdown though, so that's a good bonus 500 gold for...
And Zed will escape. Zed will just...
Yes.
Zed will just say, I had enough, bye bye.
Ooh, hook lands on Vayne, taking a lot of damage. Box goes down. Vayne's going to escape through the gap made by Leona. Escaping, she's on very low health though, so I don't know, if a long amount of the channel of bullet time goes through, she might die. Nope, she's just going to wander back and recall.
Yeah, but that's
Currently 12 minutes in, currently nearly 13 minutes in. The gold lead is definitely in favour of the blue team. Just over 1,000 gold, 1 kill up. And that bonus going up even further to 2,000 as Amimi picks up the first tower of the game.
Bottom tower should be going down now as well. There are enough minions. While Leona goes
Lisa comes
down.
around behind just after Leona dies. Vayne taking a large amount of the channel of bullet time, but it looks like MF probably going to go down. Yes, she will. Thresh is going to have to get out of there himself very quickly. Flashes over the wall as Ari comes across. There goes the Spirit Rush. There's a lot of damage going down, but the charm misses Lee Sin. Flashes over the wall and then safeguards. May he survive? Oh, the Orb of Deception. Only just missing him. Ezreal coming across as well. A lot of damage. Charm misses again. Ezreal's going to come over the wall. Essence Flux. But she's going to get pulled by the Dark Passage as she makes her escape.
That condemn.
And Zed accidentally burning his flash actually while sat in the brush of top lane. Renekton's not aware of this though, so he's still going to go in though. It's going to land the stun, but he's going to decide not to stick around too long.
Last outer turret for the red team dropped as Amu headbutted it in the middle.
And the bottom turret did go down, as you said, so that's actually 3-0 lead now in towers for the blue team. Still only 1 kill lead, but it is what is the entire reason for...
Ooh, this was a close match on top. Zed dying to Renekton's Dominus and Ignite, and Renekton almost taking out Lee Sin. But Lee Sin was slightly bit more tankier or healthier, health-wise, to go down to all the damage that Dominus is doing.
Blue team look like they might be setting up for a dragon. Thresh vision warding the vision ward of Leona.
They are going to go and try to steal.
They're going to go for a blue steal. They do have ward coverage on it, but it doesn't look like there's much they can do really. The ult goes down. Actually, the Ezreal ult comes across, but I don't know who actually got the blue buff of that. Ari did. So that attempt to stop was actually a failure. Leona does not have a vision ward to clear out the vision that blue currently has on the dragon, but it looks like they're going to try and go for it anyway. Vayne and Ezreal coming across, but the entire blue team is still present. Ari a bit low, but she's very mobile, so
her Spirit Rush is
still
up again.
So a problem. Vayne forced to flash away as Renekton being that incredibly beefy tank.
Ari going down.
Ari goes down, but so does Ezreal as the channel of bullet time goes across. MF killing Leona, but unable to pick up anyone else. Vayne dying to that Renekton now. He's got Sunfire Cape and looks to be going for a Warmog, so he's going to become nigh unkillable in the near future.
Yeah, and if he goes after Warmogs goes for the Brutalizer, that will just be like tank and damage all at once. He'll be unstoppable.
Yeah, that is truly the Dominus.
That is truly the Dominus. 1 for 3 in this exchange in favor of the blue team. Ari for 2 high damage dealers isn't that bad, and both Leona and Ezreal didn't have their ultimates because of the blue buff steal.
Renekton stealing the raids as Lee Sin's doing his red. If he heads up, you might actually be able to catch Lee Sin out.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he's going to though. He's just gonna wander back away in the direction of top lane, perhaps.
Ari picking up her blue buff as Ezreal's disappeared into the void. We will be seeing 2 Dorans, Blade of the Ruined Kings, very soon.
Yep, looking like they're getting built by both Zed and Vayne. Vayne's main job late game is just to demolish tanks, so if the red team can drag this out, then Vayne will probably end up being able to just demolish even Renekton.
20 CS differences on top. mid fairly even. 40 CS difference in the jungle, which is huge, and not that huge of a difference with the AD carries. They're keeping slightly even, with Misfortune just picking up her hugest item in the form of the Bloodthirster, which is always a favorite on Misfortune. Definitely a favorite.
Lee Sin heading towards mid lane, doesn't seem to be aware of the fact that he stood on a ward and that Renekton has just stood across from him. Sonic Wave goes across, Charm lands though, Renekton going to stun him, dealing a lot of damage, but safeguards the ward, the second... Ezreal being incredibly aggressive. I'm not sure if that's going to work in his favour at all. Nope, Box goes down and he's going to get demolished. Actually, it's killed by the bandage toss of Amumu as he comes flying across the screen.
He just wanted to find friends and hug them. He's just a misunderstood Yordle. He just wants to have friends.
Since you can't see over the internet, I am facepalming right now.
Yes, I cannot see over the internet, but I can hear it in your voice that you're facepalming. Renekton picking up Leona, nice condemn, stunning him right in his tracks. And they will get away and live. Just waiting for the minions to show up. They're taking unnecessary damage, forcing a tumble out of Vayne.
Blue team just going to push down this inner tower. Top tower was picked up by Zed in the interim. He's going to be forced to back out as Ari comes to stop his little push.
I'm not sure if Ari can stop him, to be honest. I mean, they're both assassins, but AD versus AP assassin, and Zed picked up a blade, so both blades are done for the red team. With Ezreal.
As you said, the Brutalizer has been picked up by Renekton, so he's going to become, well, a very, very large threat.
To be honest, I would not want to be Crocodile Dundee and meet this crocodile in the wild. With these items.
I feel like even a knife that big wouldn't save you, mate.
Indeed. Indeed. So, let's see, 20 minutes into the game, 14-9 in kills in favor of the blue team. They picked up a dragon. It looks to be that a second dragon will be up in mere seconds, if I'm not mistaken, or soonish.
Should be a minute or so. I really need to start checking these dragon timers.
I need to do the same thing as well.
Blue team going for another blue steal.
Vayne being caught by Amumu and Renekton. They're just gonna tag team her. Probably pick up.
She does flash, but I'm not sure. Ezreal's not going across, actually from the fight near the blue buff.
Nice.
Lee Sin has died. Ezreal running away. Leona's going to fall as well, actually dying to Charm. Vayne survives by legging it up into mid lane. Can heal up using that blade. Zed pushing another tower in top lane.
Yeah, meanwhile, Zed being
jump the wall.
Backdoorer, trying to X-Pack her.
I would love to see an X-Pack in this game, I really would.
Oh, it would be brilliant, but no one has the teleport to be able to do it, because I think that the term X-Pack is slightly watered down and overused. I think the true meaning of the word X-Pack would be having the enemy base fully open, you teleporting and doing what he did with casting. Vayne being in trouble will most likely go down
They
to
may well fall actually as they try and take on Lee Sin. Not Lee Sin, and Mumu. Nope, he goes down to the death mark.
Poor Yordle. Poor Yordle. Another Sunfire Cape picked up by the blue team, this time being completed on Amumu. So if he can get Abyssal Scepter, he'll be set. The amount of AoE damage coming from him with Sunfire Cape, Abyssal Scepter, Despair and Tantrum will be very, very high.
You gotta remember the AP ratio on his ultimate, because the Sun Mummy is also very high, so yes, he's going to become an AoE monster. Again, Renekton being in a 2v1 situation.
This time he will not chase after Zed. He did, however, keep Lucien busy while his teammates picked up the dragon. He will go down. Unfortunately, he won't pick up anyone with him.
Vayne coming up to finish him off. Lee Sin surviving on 30 health.
This could be a very dead fox in the middle.
I'm not sure if Ari knows the trouble she may be in, but she does have Spirit Rush up. That makes her one of the slipperiest champions in the entirety of the game. It's just the
Unless you're playing against Wukong, Spirit Rush will get you out of everything but Wukong and John. When those two are against you and you're playing Ari, you are dead.
Definitely.
The Howling Gale with his knock-up and ultimate are just horrible. I speak from very fresh experience.
Not positive, one would assume.
No. Not in the least bit positive. But since we are talking about this current game that we're watching and not the late night yesterday's game that I've played, Renekton slicing and dicing through minions.
Coming on to the 24th minute, you can see that any CS lead is somewhat magnified now. Amumu approximately 50 CS up on Lee Sin.
Yes.
Zed, however, is actually now up on Renekton, of course, being sat in the top lane for nigh on a year, or
And
figurative
pushing.
year at least. Then that's allowed for a lot of CS to be picked up by him. In the middle lane, Ezreal's gained a ever so slight lead on Ahri, and the lead that MF had on Vayne has also been magnified. Supports, not that it matters hugely, Leona is 3 up on Resh.
1000 gold difference on top in favor of Renekton. 2000 gold difference on Amumu versus Lee Sin, the jungle. This is 300 gold difference in the mids. Mids are really dead even, very close. Won't say dead even, but very tight. 2000 gold difference in the bottom, or close to 2000 difference in the AD carries, and supports 700 in favor of Trash. Everything is in favor of the blue team. Nice ultimate from Leona.
Ezreal comes across, a lot of damage going down. Amumu very hurt, but he goes off to the side to try and deal with the Zed as he comes across. Zed's going to jump onto MF, but he gets exhausted very quickly. There goes the bullet time. A lot of damage dealt to the red team, but no kills on either side.
Ari died to Ezreal. She was in the base trying to get him.
Ah, I see.
But this will be the inhibitor turret. Nice dodge.
Ooh, will it be though?
It will be, but at the
MF
cost of
decides
an
to
AD carry.
consign herself to her fate by finishing off the tower. One death for a tower is normally worth it, even on an AD carry.
Yes, but this definitely gives the red team a chance to do a 5v3 or 5v4 Baron, because Ari just came up and Amumu recall, picked up Giant's Belt and is running. Gets picked up by
Vayne gets caught out by Renekton and gets hit by the Threshold as well. She's going to flash, taking a lot of damage. Barrier used.
She will go down in the end.
Ezreal picks up Renekton as Renekton picks up Vayne. Amumu coming across as well now. Just missing the bandage toss onto Lee Sin. Ezreal, you don't want to be stood there. That's not a good idea at all. Ari coming around from the other side, or coming across from the Baron pit. Spirit rushing over the wall. There's a lot of damage being dealt. I don't think anything's going to survive after that.
No. Double kill for Ari as Trash picks up Ezreal.
Lee Sin the only one to survive by ward jumping and backing.
Yes.
MF looking rather intent on trying to solo Baron before his teammates arrive. Not sure if they actually have the health to do this. Amumu is very tanky, but it looks like he'll have to fall back.
They need Renekton because they are not tanking this properly. Even Misfortune needs
Lee Sin's
to
got the
tank
coverage. Blue team does pick up Baron, and Lee Sin actually goes down. He shouldn't have used the resonating strike so quickly.
Box goes down as Trash tries to escape from Vayne. He will do it because she does not want to go through the second wall. So he will escape. Blue team just doing a bit of cleanup. Will get shut
The
down.
Ezreal will come across mid lane, absolutely dicing up Ari.
Holy God.
The ability power ratio on Ezreal's ultimate is frankly just
Over
silly.
9,000.
I think it's like 0.9. So Ezreal's got 389 ability power currently, and it's adding a bonus 350 at this
Yeah.
current level.
Yeah, he has 389 AP and 350 goes. So he just lost 39 AP on the ultimate. Not a bad trade-off. Zed, being the split pusher that he is split pushing bottom, picking up that last outer turret. Leona's ultimate catches Renekton. They continue to tumble in and out. Amumu is still alive. And no fights will be happening because Misfortune and Ari are running to bottom to try and stop Zed, who is on 210 CS and is pushing that inner turret.
Yep, Zed definitely returning to his pushing ways, but it's not working out for him.
Thankfully, Misfortune was
What's
was healing up with those shots as the ultimate from Zed exploded, so that definitely saved her life. And another
This
dragon
gets
pick up
done
bot
standing on a ward. Ward jumps. He's going to head down towards the river brush. MF coming across though. Yep,
him.
gets caught by the Make It Rain. Ward jumps again, but gets caught by the bandage toss. Taking a lot of damage. Dragon's Rage used. MF chasing. Is Lee Sin going to survive? Looks like he is.
Ooh, close. Oh my god, so close, but bullet time.
Flashing the bullet time. Picking up Lee Sin. I suppose that's worth it. We're in the middle lane. Vayne and Leona getting caught out and absolutely shredded.
Inhibitor
That's
will
going to be a free inhibitor going down right there.
Ezra will
Not
recall.
really much you can do, I'm afraid, Zed.
No. Not win. It is 30 minutes into the game and 10 kills difference and 9,000 gold difference. 5-4 in turrets.
I was about to say, interestingly, it's only one tower advantage for the blue team.
Yeah.
Zed being very evasive, dealing a lot of damage to Rory, surviving himself, but there's not much he can do at this point. It's
Second
the
Nexus turret goes down.
turrets
Nexus
go
itself.
down. This is going to be GG.
Yeah.
MF walking sideways to try and take out Ezreal, but it doesn't matter in the slightest.
Zed
As
in
the
the
blue
end
team
did
finish
die.
off Nexus. GG, well played.
Yep. Definitely well played.